I just woke up and they already found Drake's alleged 11-year-old daughter. And all I gotta say is, love is eternity. Kendrick Lamar said in the song, love is eternity.
Drake's sources call Kendrick's hidden daughter claim a total fabrication. Well, a source close to Drake tells TMZ the allegation about a secret child is an utter fabrication.
So Drake dropped this on his Instagram story asking for anyone to find his secret daughter, his hidden daughter, please.
Y'all, Drake is spiraling right now. So after Kendrick exposed him for hiding another child, Drake came out with a new diss track claiming that he fed Kendrick false info about this alleged secret daughter, and Kendrick fell for it. But come on now, do you really believe this? I mean, if Drake really fed Kendrick this secret daughter idea, he would have posted proof of that on Instagram within minutes of Kendrick making these allegations. If you fed false info knowing he might use it, you'd find any way to keep proof of that. Wouldn't need to say it in a song. Plus, Drake already lied about his son Adonis and got diss-tracked by Pusha T into being a present father. So who is to say Drake isn't lying about this daughter? As a matter of fact, the internet has already gone full-on detective mode and found possible evidence that Drake did indeed.
Hey, this picture right here, I think this shit fake as hell. Cause 11 years ago, Drake ain't even look like that. Did he have cornrows 11 years ago? Y'all know of? This one of the pictures floating around that's his daughter right there. I don't think that picture real. I think it's some Photoshop shit.
Evidence that Drake did indeed welcome a daughter 11 years ago. But that's not all. Kendrick also had some words for Drake's parents, exposing their family secrets and blasting them for raising, as he put it, a horrible person. Child, there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it.
These two are bringing the best out of each other as artists while bringing the worst out of each other as men. In his last diss track, Drake claims that Kendrick Lamar is a domestic abuser and fake activist, while Kendrick is claiming that Drake is hiding a second child and associating himself with PDF files.
So this Drake versus Kendrick beef is getting messy as hell. And
I know that wasn't the Chris Hansen joint. Hold on.
Himself with.
Yo, somebody did the Chris Hansen joint. Damn. I gotta find that, yo. I know that's funny as hell.
PDF files.
So this Drake versus Kendrick beef is getting messy as hell. And it looks like it's turning into who can make the wildest allegations. But hold up, what if they're telling the truth? A whole lot has been said from both sides over these past few weeks. But in this video, I want to focus on Kendrick claiming Drake has a secret daughter that he's been hiding for 11 years. Because if this is true, Kendrick has pulled a Pusha T 2.0 and has forced Drake to acknowledge another kid. Girl, it's not looking good for Drake. First, he tried to beat deadbeat allegations by lying about Kendrick putting hands on his wife, which has already been debunked. And now Kendrick exposes him for hiding another child. A daughter? Drake should have just waved the white flag and gone back to being an actor.
That's more
But Drake
juicier
being
than
Drake,
that.
he's now twisting the narrative and claiming that he deliberately fed Kendrick false information about this rumored daughter and him allegedly being a PDF file. So Drake is saying he wanted people to think he has a daughter and downloads PDF files just as a gotcha to Kendrick? Come on now. Now to give you some context on this secret daughter drama, after Kendrick dropped two brutal back-to-back diss tracks, Euphoria and 616 in LA, Drake fired back with Family Matters. On Family Matters, Drake made a bunch of wild allegations about Kendrick allegedly committing DV against his wife Whitney, and he even tossed out the idea that one of Kendrick's kids with Whitney was actually fathered by their bodyguard, Dave Free. Throughout the song, Drake also doubled down on using the N-word as a response to Kendrick saying on Euphoria that Drake saying the N-word doesn't sound right given his background.
Just tell, you don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world right
You don't understand how big it is. First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area, so
Where?
I went
Where
to
is that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
Mind you.
Yeah.
A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice
Okay.
Italian
Bar
restaurant.
mitzvah.
The song of the night was Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
You are younger than me. My bad. I forget about that.
Yeah. And yeah, man, I was in there. I was in synagogue. I had my yarmulke on.
Hebrew school, the whole nine? You did? No Hebrew
See,
school?
I cheated. I didn't really.
So you just, no. Your
I just
parents,
collected the money.
your parents are nice.
Yeah.
So they let you do the bar mitzvah without having Hebrew school.
Mhm.
So
They
your
so
mom,
damn happy.
My mother's Jewish. And you know we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
First text message you ever sent me. Good Shabbos.
Yep, good Shabbos.
He kept it real.
Yep.
Have you gotten approached yet by like the Jewish media yet?
No, I haven't got approached by the Jewish media, but somebody today, who I won't mention, was like, you know how big you're gonna be? And I was like,
Wait, was that me 5 minutes ago? Or I remember saying that.
Why is he going to be so big? Because the Jewish people own Hollywood. They run all of that shit. All them little sex rings and all of that weird shit they got going on. Yeah, they run that.
He's like, you know how big you're gonna be? And he's like, this has never happened before.
Anyway, less than 40 minutes after Drake released Family Matters, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, a lyrical nuke bomb where he picked apart Drake's family tree one by one. As the title of the track suggests, Kendrick addresses every member of the Graham clan.
Bruh, Kendrick banged at the whole damn family, bruh. Damn.
Meanwhile, putting Drake on blast with some seriously messy accusations. The track starts with Kendrick directly addressing Drake's 6-year-old son Adonis, the son Drake was forced to acknowledge after Pusha T exposed him for being a deadbeat back in 2018 with The Story of Adidon. On Meet the Grams, Kendrick tells Adonis that he feels sorry for him for having Drake as a dad, and he even offers to mentor Adonis because Drake has nothing to teach him about being a real man. Kendrick then warns Adonis not to follow in Drake's footsteps, suggesting that Drake is involved in the escort business. He also advises Adonis against code switching like his daddy and reminds him that he's still a black man, whether right or wrong. K. Dot even goes after Drake for allegedly doing Ozempic and getting a BBL, and he tells Adonis it's better to do some push-ups and get some discipline than cut them corners like your daddy did. Finally, Kendrick tells Adonis he shouldn't be ashamed of the women he dates, alluding to Drake trying to hide Adonis's mother, Sophie, a former adult movie star. Next up, Kendrick talks to Drake's mother, Sandy Graham, wondering if she's bothered by her son's misogynistic antics. There's also this line where Kendrick tells Sandy, your son got some habits. I hope you don't undermine them. And since later in the song Kendrick seemingly accuses Drake of trafficking women, it sounds like he's saying he hopes Sandra doesn't undermine and discredit Drake's alleged victims once they start coming forward. Moving on from Sandra, Kendrick addresses Drake's dad, Dennis Graham, accusing him of raising a master manipulator. Kendrick also goes after Drake's identity issues, suggesting that Drake, who was raised by a white Jewish woman, is now using his father's black heritage to prove who he is. Kendrick then seemingly tries to instigate a feud between Drake and his dad, telling Dennis he should ask Drake for more money because Drake wouldn't be where he is now if it wasn't for his black dad. But Kendrick also calls out Dennis for being a bad parent and contributing to Drake growing up to become a horrible person. In fact, Kendrick takes it up a notch in the next few lines, straight up accusing Drake of being a sick monster like Harvey Weinstein. He raps, you raised a horrible effing person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen, your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think men like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get effed up in his cell for the rest of their life. In the next section, Kendrick makes some disturbing allegations about Drake's alleged track record of SA, seemingly alluding to the case of LaGuana Morris, an IG model who accused Drake of SA back in 2017. Drake allegedly paid Morris $350,000 to settle the claim after Morris exposed disgusting details of the reported incident. In her complaint, Morris wrote, Drake forced me to perform on him. It wasn't your ordinary. It was more so a fetish. She then describes how Drake allegedly told her to spit into a cup until he had measured it. Ew. And on Meet the Grams, Kendrick raps, he hates black women. Them with kinks of a nympho fetish. And then Kendrick goes on to allege that Drake's OVO camp is full of S offenders, and he blasts Drake for raising his son in that environment. But it gets crazier, y'all. Kendrick then expresses concern over raising a daughter in a world where men like Drake are free to do as they please, and he straight up accuses Drake of being the worst kind of offender, saying that he should die so all these women can live with a purpose. And get this, Kendrick also predicts that it's only a matter of time before Drake's Toronto mansion, nicknamed the Embassy, gets raided by the feds, just like Diddy's homes. Kendrick raps, to any woman that be playing his music, know that you're playing your sister, or better you're selling your niece to the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams said, get you the truth, so I'ma get mine. The Embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. And now we get to verse 3, where Kendrick addresses Drake's rumored daughter. By the way, it's wild how Kendrick first goes in on Drake for allegedly other people's daughters before he goes in for the claiming that Drake has a daughter of his own that he's been hiding for 11 years. Kendrick addresses this alleged daughter as baby girl, telling her it's a shame Drake is not active in her life. He goes on to call Drake a narcissist and misogynist who neglected his daughter while living inside songs and obsessing over being accepted by the rap community. Kendrick then reassures Drake's alleged daughter that it's not her fault that she has an absent father who allegedly spent her 11th birthday paying for women on Turks and Caicos and poppin' perks. Kendrick raps, I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself. Sometimes it don't need a reason, but I would like to say that it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Now, when Meet the Grams dropped, Drake seemed taken aback by these secret daughter allegations. In fact, that's the only thing he rushed to address, ignoring other, much worse allegations from Kendrick's diss. Drake quickly hopped on IG to laugh off the secret daughter allegations, saying, nah, hold on. Can someone find my hidden daughter, please, and send her to me? These guys are in shambles. But get this, Drake dropped another response to Kendrick titled The Heart Part 6, and he's now trying to push this narrative that he and his team personally fed Kendrick false info about Drake having a daughter. Drake raps, we plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. But hold up, why did Drake rush to IG to deny having a daughter after Meet the Grams?
That don't even sound right, bruh. If you said it, bruh, if you sent all of that, why you protecting yourself like you are now, bro? Why you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense, bro.
Grams dropped if he's the one who fed Kendrick this idea in the first place. And is he saying he leaked all the other stuff too, just to see if Kendrick would take the bait? So we're supposed to believe that Drake leaked false info that he has a child and that he is associated with PDF files intentionally to his opponent? That would literally be the dumbest thing he's ever done. Plus, we all know Drake stays on the gram more than your average influencer. So if Drake fooled Kendrick and fed him false info, why didn't he have the proof ready to post on IG as soon as Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams? Why let the PDF file accusation simmer for a couple of days with the internet pushing a bunch of receipts on Drake talking to underage girls? I'm sorry, but this is giving desperate to fix the narrative. Now, of course, Drake's fans are calling him a genius for supposedly fooling Kendrick, but it looks like most folks are not buying Drake's version of events. Someone said, I will say it's kind of lame for Drake to claim he fed them info about his daughter, when you look back at how he was looking desperate on IG when the allegations first dropped. And another fan pointed out that Drake conveniently ignored all those other accusations from Kendrick's diss tracks that are arguably much worse than Drake being a deadbeat. Drake did not address Ozempic, pills, surgery, Atlanta colonizer lines, and other alleged in his camp. I just don't understand giving someone fake info that you have a daughter and running ring though. It opened up everyone to investigating him. But what's your take on this whole mess? Do you think Drake actually tricked Kendrick and fed him false info about hiding a daughter?
Hell no, he ain't feed him no false info, bruh. Nah, what y'all I hope y'all don't think that shit. I hope y'all don't think that, bruh. Cause he didn't address none of that other stuff that Kendrick was saying, bro. Kendrick addressed everything, bruh. And I'm sure he still got more songs than ready. Drake talking about going on vacation and shit. Man, bro, nah. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.